Well, hello. Welcome back to Soul Search Sunday with Johnny Tiger on March 31st, 2024. And here we are at the last part of this three-part series on the life of a blind action figure collector. Again, because I get asked this question a lot about if you're blind, why would you collect action figures and what is it like? How do you go about finding action figures and all that stuff? So that's why I decided to do this three-part series. Hopefully that this will answer some questions, and for some people, maybe you learn something that you never thought about before. I'm sure there's a lot more questions and uh, things that I didn't touch upon. So don't be shy. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Ask me your question. While you're at it, please like and subscribe and share these Johnny Tiger videos. Um, it's been a hard road. We've been here since what is it? What was it? 2020? I think we started in 2020. So this is like the fourth year, and we are not quite breaking 500 subscriber yet. So let's all work together and let's see if we can push this past 500. Maybe eventually we'll get enough subscriber that I can actually do live stream, and you guys can ask questions. That would be pretty cool, right? Like if I do a live stream, and we can do a Q&A like right there in person. Uh, that would be really cool. So anyway, yeah. So if you guys can help grow the subscriber base, that would be something that get us closer to that day. Um, Before we begin, I want to pull your attention to this new app that I tried today. I don't know how to do screen grab, so I can't show you guys on the screen. However, you can do a quick search on the App Store for iPhone, and you'll find that if you are an iPhone user, it's called uh, PixieBot, and it's spelled Piccy bot, PixieBot. Um, and this is a very cool AI assisted photo describer for blind and visually impaired people. So if you are watching this and you're blind and visually impaired, look it up. Pixiebot, Piccy bot. The coolest thing about Pixiebot is it allows you to choose several different describer voices, and it allows you to choose if you want your AI to have personality, or you want just generic old boring description. Uh, the fair warning, when you say you want this personality, it's a bit annoying sometimes. They talk like they're hippies, or some of them they just talk like that really annoying college girl. Uh, Stuff like that. So yeah, you can tailor that yourself. And also, uh, PixieBot allows you to pick between three different AI models. You can use a GPT-4, and you can use Google Gemini, or you can use Claude 3. My personal favorite is Claude 3 because I find that Google Gemini and GPT-4 tend to refuse to describe something that they think it's adult in nature. Like it can be a half naked action figure for crying out loud, and it refuses to describe it to you. Uh, that's pretty much just like include like 70-80% of female action figures half naked. So yeah, with a Claude 3, you don't have that limitation. It will still try to keep it classy, but it will describe it to you. So that is something that's really cool. We might have to do a episode one day where I can uh, rant and rave and complain and bitch about how stupid it is that these AI that's supposedly helping blind people by describing images is have censorship. Like, come on, like it's a it's an AI, it's a robot, and you are censoring me, telling me that you can't describe this image to me, while I'm like paying good money for it. It's ridiculous. Okay. Uh, anyway, that's another topic for another day. Today we're going to talk about the pros of being a blind action figure collector. Yes, I know, as crazy as it sounds, there are some pros. Not that I say you guys should all become blind action figure collectors. I'm not saying that, but there's always some silver lining if you look hard enough. And today I'm going to be a bit tongue in cheek and point out some of the stuff that is actually to my advantage being blind. So number one is that package doesn't matter to me. I mean, okay, it kind of does in a very small way. Like if I get an action figure and the package is all beat up, it does make me feel like crap. I spent money and then look what they did to my figure. I hope nothing get damaged. But that's it. Like package, it really doesn't matter to me. And this is a great advantage actually because a lot of time I can go on eBay and as long as it says the figure is in good condition and comes with all the accessories and parts it's supposed to. I don't mind it's out of package. I don't mind it's been displayed in a home or stuff like that. So I can often save myself quite a bit of money. On Entertainment Earth and a lot of websites too, you will quite often see that they'll have action figures that's on sale, like maybe 30, 40% off, and they'll say was damaged package. Now, to me, that's great. Like, I don't care. I don't care if the package is damaged as long as the figure is okay. Hey, that's fine. So not being able to enjoy the package art and all that stuff suck. But on the other hand, I don't have to care about what the package look like, what condition it's in. Um, this actually um, benefited one of my buddies because a while ago my buddy bought an action figure off Amazon and he was complaining about, oh crap, there's a box that's all beat up and stuff like that. And I said, hey, no worry. I was going to buy one anyway, so I'm going to go order one, and then if mine arrive with perfect condition box, then let's trade. I'll take yours, you take mine, because you care about the perfect box. I don't. I can take the one that you have that's in the crappy, destroyed box, no problem. And that's what we did. Mine came out perfect condition package. So we traded, and everyone's happy. So that's I think it's the one big benefit of being a blind collector. Yes, box condition, the package condition doesn't really matter to us. Number two, paint doesn't really matter to us. Uh, Now, of course, if I have a really expensive figure and then, let's say I do Toy Thursday and someone points out to me, oh, hey, your figure has got like really messy paint job or stuff like that. Yeah, okay, once you point it out, it will probably bother me for like a couple of hours, uh, because I don't want an ugly looking figure displayed, and it's especially on video and stuff like that. But honestly, if you don't point it out, it will never bother me. And even if you point it out, I'm going to make myself forget that it's a problem. I'm very good at convincing myself that way when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like I can't see it anyway, so if a figure have some paint smudges, like so often I watch YouTube videos and reviewers will lose their shit, like fly off the handle. Oh, my figure got a smudge on the forehead. Look, there's a white dot on the forehead, and I'm sitting here like, well, if you don't want to give it to me, I don't mind. Like that kind of stuff doesn't matter to me at all. Uh, so I had people who asked me before, like, well, doesn't it suck? Like, if you can't go to the store and physically do toy hunting and stuff like that, and you can't look through the figures ahead of time to see which one has the best paint job, doesn't that bother you? Well, not being able to go to do toy hunt itself kind of bothered me, but I don't care about the paint job. I don't want to stand there in a toy store and sort through 20 cases of the same figure looking for that one that has the perfectly painted face. I don't care. So when figures that as long as they're not broken, they still have the right accessory. If the paint is a little bit scuffed up and stuff like that, that doesn't matter to me. A kind of a side advantage of that is when purchasing from Four Horsemen Studio. A lot of time, Four Horsemen Studio do these like Legion builder figures. Like they are uh, not really as well painted as the regular figures, but they have all the same stuff. They got the same armor, they got the same weapon. A lot of times, the only difference is the regular release have beautiful paint, and these Legion builder, troop builder guys only have like one solid color or something. Um, if you go on Amazon, you'll see that McFarlane a lot of time have these like what they call artist proof grayscale figures that no one seems to want, and these things go on super deep discount. Like some of them go from $29 down to $12 because no one wants them. And Four Horsemen, Legion Builder, Troop Builder, these are like $25 rather than the $37, $39 like the regular guys. These is great for a blind guy like myself because I don't mind. They feel just like the other figures. They work just exactly the same as the other figures. They come with the same accessories. So this lack of paint doesn't bother me in the least. Um, and another fringe benefit of not caring about paint is I don't get suckered in by these uh, excuse the expression, stupid, supposedly platinum edition, gold edition, chased variant that action figure companies like to put out nowadays. They'll sell you exactly the same figure, but painted uh, 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 blue and yellow rather than black, for example, or it's gold rather than silver. But it's exactly the same figure, exactly the same accessory, and yet people are spending hard-earned money to chase after these. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. As long as I have one version of this guy, one version of this figure, that's fine. Now, if if and when companies start to say, okay, for the chased edition, for the platinum edition, we are going to throw in 10 different weapons, and he's going to have different head, different shoulder pad, and he's going to be twice as big. Yeah, now they'll sucker me in. But until then, when all they do is change the paint, it doesn't matter to me. Number three, similar to the paint. Another advantage of being a blind collector is likeness doesn't bother me whatsoever. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say if someone hint McFarlane release a Terminator figure that looks nothing like Schwarzenegger in the face because supposedly he couldn't get the right for it. I know it bothers so many people. Did it bother me? No, because you know what? I never saw Schwarzenegger's face in the first place. I watched Terminator multiple times, but it's all through audio. I never saw Terminator with my own eyes. So the fact that this Terminator's face is not like Schwarzenegger's face, it doesn't matter to me because the body is the Terminator, the head, the like the general idea is the Terminator. That's good enough for me. So if someone releases an action figure of Bruce Willis or whatever, if it doesn't look exactly like Bruce Willis, it doesn't matter to me because as long as the general idea is there, that's good enough. I don't need my figures to look like the actor or actresses they are supposed to portray because I don't know what they look like in the first place. Now, where it will bother me is if they get the size wrong, because everything I enjoy is through tactile feedback by touch. So when things are out of proportion or not supposed to be the way it is, then it really bothers me. Like when they make some characters way too big or some characters way too small. Some collectors like, well, yeah, but you got the right color and the color is perfect and the face is perfect. No, to me that's not good because the size is wrong, and to me that just makes the whole experience feels wrong. So that's the only time that likeness is going to bug me is when the proportion or size is it's off. But other than that, uh, if it's the face is wrong, the hair is wrong, the hair color is wrong, the shape of the jaw is wrong, that doesn't matter to me whatsoever. Last but not least, and this one, let me say this first. I think this is more of a speculative thing because I don't know if other collectors uh, relate to this or not, but I'm just speculating. I think being a blind collector, I actually get more enjoyment interacting with my action figures than those who are sighted would. Uh, in ways that I don't get tired of looking at them. Let me explain this a little bit. So let's say you have a display of Marvel Legend action figures. Say you have a display of Marvel Legend that have 50 figures on it, uh, and you spend a lot of time making that look good. Every time you walk into your room, you look at them, you look at them, you look at them. Every time you walk past them, you look at them. Every time you get up in the morning, you walk past them, you look at them. After a couple months, I would imagine for those of you who are sighted, you start to get desensitized and you feel you need to get some new figure. You feel that you no longer get a joy out of these old figures. Uh, not the same level of joy that you had when you bought them, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave it in the comment section if I'm totally off the mark here. But for me, because every time I walk past my display, I can't see it. I get up in the morning, I can't see it. The only way for me to even remember these figures and their details is to physically touch them, right? So I can set up a Marvel Legend display, and if I don't touch them for a couple of weeks, I no longer remember exactly who do I have on this display. I'll remember that this display is Marvel Legend, and if I sit down and really think hard on it, I'll remember. Oh, so display should have Magneto and Thor and Captain America, uh, Black Panther, and stuff. I might be able to recall the names, but I definitely won't be able to tell you. Is Thor behind Captain America? Is Magneto posed with one arm up? Or what's going on? Like I won't have that detail of a memory of who's doing what, who's standing where, who's looking like what. This means every time I actually physically interact with my displays, it's like rediscovering these figures again. That's the best way I can put it. It's like every time I go into my display to look for figures for Toy Thursday, I end up being amazed by all the great stuff I have because I forgot some of them were there. I didn't forget I own them. I know I have them, but I forgot how I had them posed, and I forgot how cool they feel and how cool the display is, and so on and so on. So it's like a constant rediscovery and really, really joyful experience. So I kind of feel that a lot of sighted collectors probably don't get to enjoy that. Now, if you want to sort of know what a little bit of what I'm talking about as a if you are a sighted collector, then um, next time you leave your home for 2 or 3 months and come home and go look at your display, I bet you that moment It's going to be so fun and exciting that it's almost like you own these figures for the first time again. So anyway, this wraps up our three-part series. Again, if you have any question, if I missed anything, just leave it in the comment section. We'll be back again tomorrow for some Music Monday. For now, thank you and see you guys later.